Hi, everybody. I am going to right now make sure that my mic's on because yesterday it wasn't. Yep, it's on. I had to make sure that was so messed up yesterday that I talked for so long and it was nothing. It just I'm still upset about it because I did my tarot video right afterwards and it was just not cool. Not cool at all. Um so how's today been? Okay. Our weather, it didn't snow yet, but the air pressure definitely changed. And because of that, I'm hurting so bad that even my hair hurts. Yes, your hair can hurt. I hurt from head to toe. My ankle is like throbbing. Same with my back. Yeah, I'm whining. I have a right to whine every now and then. At least I think I do. Um, so that's been my day, dealing with being in severe pain. Um, but I survived. I always survive. I may whine and bitch and complain, but um, it could be worse. It could always be worse. I've got a roof over my head. I've got food to eat. Heck, right before I turned this on, I made a dip out of pace cheese dip was the basis, but I added a whole bunch of stuff to it, and I made myself a dip, and I've been eating a cheese bean salsa concoction of a dip and chips, and it's been a nice late dinner. Crappy dinner, but it's been a nice one. Went to a meeting. It was a good one. It was reminding me of living life on life's terms. In other words, not bitching so much, because this is just the way life is. Sometimes it hurts, sometimes it doesn't. Life goes up and down and all around, and I'm on it for the ride. Plain and simple, I'm on it for the ride. What can I say about me today besides that? Not too much. Tomorrow I won't be, well, actually, I don't know. Tomorrow I most likely won't be doing my live blog. If I do, it might be late, like really late. I'm going out of town. I might not be coming back I'm most likely not coming back till Sunday. So hopefully it'll be a fun time going up to Houghton to hang out with some really awesome people. So it'll be a good time. I didn't ask anybody for anything to talk about. What I really think I need to do is I haven't been doing the gratitude list that I was doing for a long time, and I think I need to do one. Because I've been complaining about this, that, and the other, and all that. I'm grateful that I have a roof over my head. I'm grateful that all of my bills are paid right now. I'm grateful that my car runs. I'm grateful that I have food to eat. Not everybody has these things, and I should be grateful that I have them. I'm grateful that I have a mind that works, and a mind that can think of different ways to do things and thinks outside of the box. I'm grateful that I have a ability to write. And I'm not all that bad at it. I'm actually quite good at it. And I am grateful for that. When I was young, I didn't have that ability. That's something that I developed during my adult years. I could make a story, but the actual writing it down was a little too hard. And now I can do that. And that is something to truly be grateful for. Not every dyslexic learns how to be able to be a good writer. I'm grateful for my drawings and my paintings because they help me express me. I'm grateful for my friends today. All of them. The good ones, the not so good ones. The ones I can count on, the ones that I can't really count on. Old ones and new ones. I'm grateful for friends. I'm grateful for people I can talk to when times aren't necessarily the best, and people that I can share the wonderful things with. That is something I am ultimately grateful for. I have lots to be grateful for. Yeah, I can bitch and complain about the fact that my back hurts, because my back really hurts. I can't walk more than a few yards without being in real pain. And I can bitch about my ankle because it's permanently broken. I can complain about that. I can complain about my dyslexia and how I screw things up because of that. I can do that too. And there are all kinds of other things that I could complain about. But why? Do I have worries about the future? Yes. But what's going to happen is what's going to happen. I can't change it. I can just do the best I can do today. I can make my plans for today and do them, and things accumulate. And good karma accumulates. You do good things for people, and good things come back to you when you need it. You have positive thoughts, and more positive things come to you. You put good energy out into the world, and good words out into the world, and that energy will come back to you. I am a firm believer in that. It's like people talk about karma being rough and hard. Karma's a bitch and things like that. I hate that word. It should just be a female dog and that's it. But it's like people talk like that, talk about the threefold rule, which is what you put out in the world will come back to you threefold. It's like people talk about those things as if they're horrible, horrible things. And they're only horrible things if you're a horrible person. If you're a good person, if you compliment people every day, if you do a good deed for somebody every day, if you look for the positive every day, if you smile at people every day, then those things aren't rough. Those things are a gift. But then life is a gift, and people don't seem to realize that either. Life is a gift. Every moment that we are on this planet is a gift. And we are obligated to do something with that gift, in my opinion. Granted, we do things that are in our ability and what will enhance us the most, but we need to do those things because it's a gift. Having the time to paint, that is truly a gift. Having time to meditate is truly a gift. Being able to work is a gift. Don't You don't have to go to work. You get to. There are plenty of people who would love to be able to do, no matter what it is you do. There are plenty of people who would love to be able to do what you do. It's something you get to do that other people can't. And it's something to be proud of no matter what it is. Even if you're like working at McDonald's or something, there are people who can't do that and who would kill to be physically able to do it. That is a gift that you have because you are able to do those things. Working in an office, you get to do that. Also, there are people who would kill to do what you do. If you find it boring, change things up to make it not boring and make it fun. Because if we're bored, it's because we're being boring. Life is not boring. We are. In high school, I knew a girl named Alice. And Alice was one of my best friends. And she also used to say all the time, whenever we were doing anything, I'm bored. I'm bored. I'm bored. Yeah, she was really boring. Because she was always waiting for other people to entertain her. Don't wait for other people to entertain you. Entertain yourself. You've got a mind. Use it. Entertain you. You have the energy. You have the skill. You have everything it takes to entertain you. Are you just walking past the flowers, or are you looking at the flowers and enjoying them as you go by? That's up to you. Nobody's going to make you do that. Nobody's going to help you do that. You have to do that for you. You have to change your perspective for you. Are you going to stress out about bills and stuff, or are you going to just do what you can do? Because guess what? Whether you stressed or you didn't stress, you still did the same thing. There's no reason to stress. Just do what you can do today and see what happens. Things don't always go great. Things don't always go sucky either. Because like I said, life has ups and downs and twists and turns. Because that's the nature of life. Life is like a wave. And the waves in the ocean go up and down and all over the place. And that's the way life is. Life is like a wave. You either ride it or you get knocked down by it. It's much better to ride that wave and see the beautiful things that life is going to bring you by. That's my 2 cents on it. I have a lot to be grateful for. And I'm sure you have a lot to be grateful for. And if you aren't seeing the flowers, the metaphorical flowers around here, we still have snow. But if you don't see the metaphorical flowers, do something to change that, because they're there. Fix what's wrong, because the beauty is here. It's here no matter where you are. It's here. When I'm done with this, I'm going to try to redo the video that I did last night without any volume. Hopefully it will work out. I hope it will. What upsets me the most is yesterday's video that had no sound and the video I did after that when it came to tarot that had no sound. They were absolutely stupendously awesome. They were like the best videos I've ever done, both of them. They were absolutely awesome. And I screwed it up by not having any volume, not having any sound. So I was just a person sitting talking with nobody knowing what I was talking about unless they could read lips. So yeah, people don't go on YouTube to read lips. At least I don't. I feel like I should be doing something else. Should be saying something else. I don't know what though. I talked about gratitude and outlook on life. Have I talked about painting? I know, like you know. Well, even if you do know, it doesn't matter because you aren't watching it live. My paintings are like music. They're a connection to my higher power. They help me bring things into perspective. They help me put myself back on an even keel. And that's something that I need. Because I have a tendency to blame myself for things that have nothing to do with me. I do. Because I should be able to protect and control the entire world. Yeah, right. Nobody's that powerful. Not even the all and wonderful me. I am not that powerful. Yeah. My life is interesting and not interesting at the same time. I wish there was somebody like watching my blog right now and actually talking to me, because that makes it so much more fun. I've noticed that I had like tons of people on Facebook when I was doing the live videos on Facebook, but even though there's a link to it, nobody's clicking on the link to actually watch over here. I guess nobody can leave Facebook. Facebook is a prison. And it's starting to feel like that too. Nobody can leave their precious Facebook. I'm sorry, but Facebook collects your data. They catalog you and figure out the best way to throw advertising at you. And I'm sorry, they do sell your information to advertisers. They do. Um, Not as bad as Cambridge Analytica did, but they still do it. It's just all messed up. Um, I could start talking about politics. Ted Nugent said that liberals and Democrats should be hunted down and shot like coyotes. And he, in the past, has said that he talks like that because he's a street fighter from Detroit. Though these are two different times. He didn't say those together. I'm going to address the street fighter from Detroit part first because he's not. He's from Rochester, Michigan. That is he can call it that Detroit, people do. But anybody who's been to Rochester, Michigan knows that he's not a street fighter. What were they fighting over the fact that one kid's parents bought him a BMW and the other person was just stuck with a Chrysler that their parents bought for them? That would be a reason to fight in the street. Yeah, that's the type of neighborhood he came from. He's not a street fighter from Detroit, making himself sound all badass, and when he's not. He was a rich kid from the suburbs. That's not a street fighter. I know this because I came from Shelby Township, which is the next town over. We weren't street fighters either. But we didn't have quite as much money as they did. And we weren't street fighters because we were rich kids from the suburbs. I wasn't rich. I came from the poor neighborhood, which was pretty darn well off. What that meant was instead of getting a new car, I got an old used car when I was a teenager. That's the difference. That kind of messed up, huh? That's not that's not a street fighter from Detroit. That's a rich kid from the suburbs. He may have played at being a street fighter, but he wasn't no street fighter. Secondly, he wants to tell people that they should hunt liberals and Democrats down and shoot them like coyotes. If anybody dies, it's on his head because people listen to people like him. And I'm sorry, I should not be shot and killed like a coyote. I shouldn't. I'm a decent human being. I care about people. And I would never suggest that when it came to somebody who disagrees with me when it comes to politics, because that's just messed up as heck. He's got something wrong with his brain. Not cool at all. Yeah, he's never done drugs and doesn't party at all. Well, maybe he needs to start to get a little bit mellower because that stuff that's not right. He's not right. And we should all let him know that. Yeah, it's just not cool. Well, I got that off my chest, which I needed to do because that just upset me. Um, like I said, there's a good chance I won't be on tomorrow, and if I am, it'll be really, really late. So I hope y'all enjoy and have a good night. And I'll be back in a few minutes doing my redoing my 3 and 6 card spreads for tarot. It won't be as good as it was yesterday because I don't have an assistant like I did yesterday. Yes, I had an assistant. It was that good. But that's the way it goes. Enjoy.